What did you have to discover about yourself on a deeper level to move you to a point where you said, enough, I got to do something? What did you have to shift?
Well, I was at rock bottom, man. I was homeless. I never had a place to call my own. I was living over there in Martin Luther King Park, sleeping on the bench, smoking crack, smoking meth with all the homeless people, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, enough is enough. I kind of went out and did something to get myself in trouble because I was like, man, I just was so overwhelmed with the way my life was going. And I know I had the potential to be better, but I never chose that potential.
Did you say you reached a point of like surrendering?
Yeah, I had to. I started off working at Taco Bell, $13 an hour, and I was fed up. I wasn't fed up with it, but I knew that you can't substantiate any kind of life working for $13 an hour. So I had to go to the next thing. And when the next thing came along, I was still looking at it like, man, I don't know if this is enough to. So I just kept going, you know what I'm saying? And now I found myself with a job at Target Distribution, making $25 an hour, and it seems like maybe you could substantiate a better lifestyle, especially being sober, where you don't spend all your money on drugs and women and ridiculous stuff that you're never going to use. So gratitude is the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? Not wanting to go back to feeling sorry for myself all the time, or introducing drugs to people who have families and watching them deteriorate, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't care if I was who I was selling to, how many food stamps they had. I wanted everything. I wanted everything everybody had. There was no, oh, but they're, you know what I'm saying, or they're this, or they ain't gonna be able to survive if I take their money, you know what I'm saying? But now I have, like, I want to say maybe it's empathy, maybe, or
Wow. I was going to say, I hear some humanity
yeah,
that
there's,
might not have been there before.
oh, for sure. I'm in the Hope Through Navigation housing. They do a lot of good work in the community.
Tell us about, what is that?
Hope Through Navigation is it's a program that I entered, and I talked to a girl named Ashley, and she put me in touch with Gwendolyn Hooker, and then they paid my rent to move into this house, security deposit, and they paid everything.
You know what I hear? Because that guy you're describing is way different than the guy you were describing initially, right? Do you hear that? Do you hear the difference in how you speak from the guy that you used to be?
I'm trying, man.
Do you hear it? Do you hear that new voice?
It's a AA or NA thing. I'm taking it one day at a time, you know what I'm saying? Trying to look for the best.
I see a guy that's not trying to do everything anymore. You're using resources. You're reaching out to people. You're listening, taking some direction.
Yeah.
That's a long way to come.
And I just went to Open Doors. Open Doors has an apartment program. And I have like the most checkered past you could think of. I have 11 felonies, multiple misdemeanors, and I've filled out applications to try to get into other housing. And the road is, if I don't have like someone else moving into a house and me paying the rent without me being on the lease, my options are very limited. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people with a past like ours or similar to ours. What do you tell somebody who's going through that, who doesn't see the vision? They can't see down the road where you are. They're seeing where they are now. What can you tell them? What would you say to them?
Just wait, man. Just don't, be patient.
There's hope of recovery for anybody.
Oh yeah, because I suffer with mental illnesses, you know what I'm saying? And of course the drug lifestyle, it's definitely entertaining. It's fun while it lasts, you know what I'm saying? But it's not fun when you're back in jail, you're back in prison, you're dead in the grave, your friends are all dead. It's not fun then. And I would rather live where I don't have to be around that now. I've come a long way from the person I was, for sure.
I'm talking to a different guy than I met.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've watched you, I've listened to you, I've seen the work you put in, which is a big difference, the work you put in. And I'm super proud of you, man. I'm super
Appreciate
proud
that,
of you.
man.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.